Bill Galston is a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution. He joins us now on phone with his on the phone with his reaction. And Bill, I mean, the outline overall appears to be about what we've been hearing about in the press. What are your thoughts?
I think that's exactly right. You know, as you probably know, the co-chairs released a draft last month, and they've been getting reactions from members of the commission ever since. They've made some minor changes, but nothing that touches the basic outline of the draft released last month.
Is this going to work? Is this going to reduce the deficit?
If the plan were adopted, it certainly would. The question is, first of all, whether it will get significant support on the commission itself, and second, whether that will catalyze congressional action. Both of those are big question marks.
Well, do you think it will?
I have to say that right now I'm a bit discouraged. Not a single commission member who's also an elected official has stepped forward to endorse the plan. I won't rule that out, but in my opinion, the 14 votes needed for an official endorsement are almost out of reach at this point. It would be a real accomplishment if, in addition to the the 6 non-elected official members, that the co-chairs could get 2 additional endorsements from from Democrats and Republican elected officials alike, for a total of 10. That would at least be a majority, and it would provide a veneer of bipartisanship.
So what happens then, Bill? How do the commission chairs get that 14 votes if you think it's near impossible?
Well, I believe that the co-chairs have now put their best and final offer on the table. And there may be minor modifications here on out, but pretty clearly, if you make a big concession in one direction, then you reduce even further the chances of getting support on the other side. So they've located what they think is a center of gravity, and they're simply going to have to appeal to the patriotism and common sense of members of the commission now, and we'll see how far that takes them.
Well, right. And when you say that, of course, we laugh because, this is, as you say, it appears to be a final offer. But is there really nothing in here that can be cut or changed to get some further support?
Oh, look, I'm sure there is. But here's the problem. If you establish a serious deficit reduction target, then a concession on one side has to be matched by some equivalent and offsetting deficit reduction. And an equivalent and offsetting deficit reduction will produce new questions, new complications, new objections. And so they're really in a zero-sum game right now. There is no win-win strategy on the table. Every move comes with an associated cost.
I agree. It certainly is a bit like playing chess, except you don't know if you're ever really going to win. Bill, then if they don't get the votes on Friday, what happens?
Well, I think that that's pretty much the end of the matter as far as the commission is concerned. But votes or no votes, I think the co-chairs have managed to change the conversation in Washington, D.C. And that was perhaps the most that the commission was ever going to achieve anyway. So my hat's off to them for taking the bull by the horns, seizing the initiative, putting their own plan on the table, asking members of the commission to rally around it, and forcing a public discussion on these matters. And I note with interest that a bunch of other groups and individuals have come forward with plans of their own in the wake of what the co-chairs did. That's real progress.
Bill, we're going to have to leave it there, but I appreciate your comment. That was Bill Galston talking about the Fiscal Commission and their proposal.